Okay, so how do I start this? So I have reached mythical glory recently. Finally, right?
I see the stars and the planets soon follow. Expect to have the universe by tomorrow.
And the hero that I used to reach mythical glory this time is not the hero that I am going to talk about. But in case if you are wondering, it was Sun. So this guy carried me to mythical glory, and a lot of you saying that he is trash jungler, worst jungler. I think you guys need to stop throwing these words around because I don't think you know what it means. To be fair, Sun is not really OP, he is fairly decent late game, he can 1v1 anyone except for Argus, I guess, and his weakness is in early game. He farms way too slow and he is kinda like Aulus, but better. If your teammates gets decimated in early game, it's pretty much really hard to come back. Well, literally just like any other jungler, right?
Getting harder to stay in control. But perfection is my only goal.
Anyway, sorry about that. So in today's video, I'm not going to talk about Sun. I'm talking about the best mid laner currently, and she is often not banned as well. Can you guess who it is? I'm talking about Vexana. Some of you might be surprised, some of you might not be surprised, but it is the reality. This hero is super strong, and here is why. Alright, so let's talk about the mid laner role. As a mid laner, your job in early game is almost the same, if not the same as tank or roam. You help whichever lane is in need, which most likely is gold lane. Because when the enemy gold laner is having a hard time farming and your gold laner have an easy time farming, the game is also flows with it. What I'm saying is, as a mid laner, you should not just stay at mid and clearing minions and playing like there is only one lane in the game. You have to help others. Either it's your jungler getting invaded, gold lane or XP lane, it is your job to help others in need. And you cannot do that if your lane clearing is really bad. And Vexana really excels at this. One of her top ability is to clear waves easily, and right now in the game I think there is not many mages that can clear wave instantly and not lose their ability to gank other lane. With Vexana you get ability, do some few basic attack, and then minions started exploding and start walking towards top or bot or even help your jungle. And even you can also harass the enemy mid laner in the process, as long as the enemy's roam is not around. If they are around, then you just focus on clearing minions. I mean, just look at this, just look how fast Vexana clears wave, and just bam, just like that, and the wave is gone. And the most annoying thing about Vexana is her first skill. Now, the skill doesn't seem much, but in a team fight, this spell is really strong. It has two stages of crowd control. So the first stages of the crowd control is terrifies and knock back the hit enemy, and then it will explode and terrifies other enemies. And as you can see here, it is quite annoying because the skill's cooldown is relatively low. Even though it has little to no damage, it is still a great 9 out of 10 skill, because damage is not the main selling point of her first skill. And there are also two versions of Vexana: damage Vexana and semi-tank Vexana. At first I was a big fan of the semi-tank Vexana, but the more I play her as semi-tank, the more I don't like her this way. First of all, it is really hard to get MVP with semi-tank Vexana, and because she has so much less damage than damage Vexana. Well, obviously, but for real man, it is also hard to win with semi-tank Vexana because you rely way too much on your team to deal damage. The selling point of tank Vexana is building two of these items. The first one is Curse Helmet and the second one is Dominance Ice. The way I like to build her is I buy cooldown boots, book, Molten Essence, and then into Dominance Ice. Since the mini lord inherits these two passive item effect, it is a viable build. Vexana don't need to be in the front line to take full advantage of this item's passive because the mini lord already does the job. In a team fight, you ult and then just support your team. Focus on CCing them. I mean, look at this. With this build, the lord can even zone out the enemy marksman easily. Damage Vexana, in the other hand, you kinda rely on your ult, but not really, you know. The full combo of damage Vexana is enough to damage them to the point of retreating or even to kill them. And this is why I like Vexana and is recommended for you if you want to push rank. She is very easy, simple, and not hard to understand at all. You can play 2 classic matches just to unlock her and then just go on with her in rank, and I think you will be fine. That's how easy she is. You can easily have 40% cooldown reduction, which is insane because she is already very strong with these 2 items. The rest of the item build pretty much up to you, but I prefer damage Vexana since it is easier to carry with damage Vexana rather than tank Vexana. However, there is a slight problem with early game Vexana. She ran out of mana rather quickly. As you can see, every time I hit level 4, I just seems to cannot cast my full ability due to my lack of mana. Her mana is quite a problem, but that's just it. After you get a book, you'll be fine. And alright, I think that's enough for Vexana. I don't really know the direction of this video is going to be, but hopefully this video will help someone increase their win rate and their rank, even by a small amount. Hopefully, not many people starting to ban Vexana because of this, because I like playing her right now. Alright then, that was it guys, video for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.
Relax, don't worry, the world can wait.